Happy Tuesday night from Vallejo. St. Patrick versus Salesian here on NorCal Sports TV and Ed TV. Well, this series since 2005 has been dominated by Salesian. They have won 37 out of the 42 matchups since 2005. In the first meeting between these teams, St. Pat's got off to a fast start, but then Salesian put the clamp down in the second half, outscoring St. Patrick St. Vincent 46-16 in the second half to get the 75-52 victory over the Bruins. The last time these teams played, well, the last time St. Pat's got the win was in 2017. And if folks didn't remember this moment, let us refresh your memory. Shot clock going down, game is tied, and B.J. Stanley with the desperation three.
St. Vincent.
And then the Pride couldn't hit the late three.
Ball's going out
and
of bounds.
St. Pat's with the victory. That was nearly 3 years ago. And then 11 days later, the Bruins were ahead but couldn't finish and close out the win at the TCal Rock Championship game. Salesian has won the last 7 matchups and 11 out of the last 12 games. Salesian's lineup: Jaden Lazo, Austin Johnson, Shane Bell, Tejan Sawyer, and DeMarche Johnson. Salesian in their red uniforms. For St. Patrick St. Vincent, Jalen Scott, Essie Contreras, Tariq Johnson, Deshaun Jackson, and Jaden Alexander. We're underway here in Vallejo, and Alexander with the layup. St. Patrick's coached by Derek Walker in his 12th season. In 2017, they were the CIF champions. Bill Mellis, the head coach, and we got an alley-oop early on. Johnson along the baseline, and the feed from Bell, and we're all tied up. Bill Mellis, the head coach for Salesian, 552 wins. Their last game, they lost to Corona in the Nike Extravaganza down in Southern California, 62-59. Deshaun Jackson from 17, back rim. And we really love to see Deshaun do tonight is one thing. Just run the court, be the first guy back on defense, and work your magic around the paint. Sawyer with a nice pass to Johnson. He double dribbles. Keys to the game first for Salesian. Well, it always starts with rebounding, but limit the second chance points of St. Patrick's. Score versus the press and control the tempo for Coach Walker. Rebound at both ends, take care of the ball, get shots, limit the pick sixes. And what he means by that, live ball turnovers that turn into layups or dunks. And composure and compete for 32 minutes. Alexander gets one shot, second shot, and that second one with the left hand is good. Alexander averaging 18 points a game, 8 rebounds. He had 14 in the first matchup against Salesian, but fouled out during the game. High post to Johnson, who gets bigger by the moment. Lazo for 3, and he hits it. He's shooting 27% from downtown. That's his 30th made 3 of the season, averaging just over 6.5 points a game. Salesian 19-5. The Bruins 16-8. Salesian 8-0 in league. That's what you want to see Deshaun Jackson do. Attack the basket, big fella, and run. Averaging a double-double. Did not play in the first matchup against Salesian. It'll be a good matchup between him and Sawyer. Sawyer has a first Wilsonberger served back hot by Jackson. Good pass inside because why? Deshaun Jackson ran the floor. When in doubt, run, Mr. Jackson. 2 field goals for him, right close to the basket. Bell answers on the baseline. Great start here in Vallejo. St. Pat's is 16-8. 5 of their 8 losses have been by 4, 8, 2, 3, and 7. They play quite a schedule, as does Salesian. From downtown, back rim, second opportunity, Mr. Scott with the offensive rebound. He had 9 points against Salesian, but way too many turnovers. Had 6 turnovers and was 1 of 5 from the three-point arc, averaging 14 a game and 4 assists. Nice drive, but what Salesian, no pun intended, takes pride in is drawing charges. And a good defense here, getting set much in advance. And Lazo not afraid to step in and draw the charge. T-Cal Rock basketball will have championship Saturday, the T-Cal Rock Girls and Boys Championship from De Anza High School on February 15th. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Back cut. Johnson with the assist to Shane Bell, who's got 2 field goals. Bell averaging 11 points a game, shooting 55% from the field. Had 12 against the Bruins in their first matchup. Sawyer averages just under 15 a game, shooting 65% from the field. Bell attacks. Nice pass to the baseline, but the three-point attempt is wide by Savage. The high-flying Alexander with the attempted tip, but it doesn't go. Austin Johnson and Tyler Brinkman now announced Johnson as a starter, did not get the start. Johnson hobbled a bit. The big fella's got off to a great start, but it's only played in 18 games this season. Our officials, Jock Jackson, William McGee, and DeAndre Montgomery. Want to say thank you to St. Patrick St. Vincent Athletic Director Lane Hawkins and both coaches Bill Mellis and Derek Walker helping us prepare for this game, and hopefully it's reflected in our broadcast. And we appreciate our partners at Contra Costa Office of Education, EdTV. Jackson close to the basket, and he's fouled by Sawyer, and Jackson will go to the free throw line. He's had several Pac-12 offers, California, Arizona, calling for the ball, sealing down Sawyer, and goes attack mode, not a fading away from the basket. And we get the cheerleading, we're right behind the cheerleaders, so if the bleachers are shaking, that's because the cheerleaders have a lot of passion and energy. Izzy Fafita in for the Bruins. And Jackson with a second free throw attempt. The last game for the Bruins, they beat St. Mary's 62-59. And a very positive possession for the Bruins. The last game, 18 turnovers. You're not going to beat Salesian turning the ball over 18 times. Jackson gets his hand in the passing lane. Let's see if they can repeat and get that ball down low while Sawyer's on the bench. I think you're doing a favor playing away from the basket. Stay in the low block. Take advantage. Scott misses, but Jackson with a rebound, misses, and nice job by Austin Johnson, but then throws the 24-yard pass, 26, and it's incomplete or a turnover. Great setup here. One of our really schools that get it. We've done several games from this gym, and we really appreciate the support. We've got to travel, and it's a turnover, dueling turnovers for the ball clubs here. Sawyer averaging 14 a game, 6 rebounds, and again, shooting nearly 65%. And when you see those kind of statistics, you wonder why teams will even shoot a three-pointer. But then I said that, and then Lazo hits the initial three of the game. Rattles around, Johnson with a miss, and the Bruins will run, and Alexander can get up. He can get from one place to another pretty quickly. 12-9 lead for the Bruins. Johnson misses. Nice positioning under the basket. Izzy Fafita with a nice positioning under the basket and draws the foul. We'd like to thank our partners, the Maher Law Group, a professional law corporation covering the East Bay, Contra Costa, Solano, and Napa County. Vincent, always appreciate your support. You've been our fourth year of being our partner here on NorCal Sports TV. Vigil with the 15-footer, and it's a 14-9 lead. They're being very efficient. And I believe Johnson, I thought Johnson might have pushed off. I'll see what the call is. Fouls on Fafita. Johnson returns to the game along with Scott. 35 on the shot clock. Brinkman misses that one. He's just shooting over 30%. 28 of 92 on threes, averaging 6 points a game. Has started a lot of games for Salesian. Didn't get the start tonight. A senior. Bad pass, and there's what Coach Walker's talking about. But nice hustle back on defense. And the Bruins got 3-on-2. Jackson misses the one-handed spike. Would have brought the house down, but instead, it's a missed dunk, and Salesian with the basketball. Johnson nearly loses it. Brinkman with another three, and he hits it. 14-12. Largest lead of the game was 5 by the Bruins. Wild shot, doesn't go. And it's 14-12 Salesian. This TCal Rock game on NorCal Sports TV and Ed TV presented by American Asphalt.
An aggressive and persuasive criminal defense attorney in Contra Costa, Solano, or Napa County? Contact Vincent R. Maher, attorney at law. You can benefit from the dedicated advocacy of an attorney who's one of the rare criminal trial lawyers in the state to be a specialist certified by the California State Bar. Contact him at 707-427-2800, 707-427-2800. Vincent R. Maher at the Maher Law Group, a professional corporation.
American Asphalt has been serving California for over 35 years. American Asphalt takes great pride in making every job their best job. Their work will give you superior results on time and on budget, backed by an unmatched 3-year guarantee. If you need help with your shopping center, commercial property, homeowner association, or special project, American Asphalt is a company to partner with. Reach us at AmericanAsphalt.com. American Asphalt, taking care of business. Appreciate our partners, the Maher Law Group, a professional law corporation covering Contra Costa, Solano, and Napa County. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Our NCSTV summer basketball camp, 4th through 12th graders. Sign up now, $99 deposit, earn you $100 off camp enrollment, NorCalSportsTV.com/camp. Straight Sports, official uniform provider of the 2020 All NorCal games. Stand out from the rest. StraightSports.com, STR8 Sports, custom uniforms, and our All NorCal games coming up. Go to NorCalSportsTV.com/ANG2020 for everything All NorCal games. 14-12. Salesian basketball. Brinkman with another 3. Air ball. And it's a Bruin layup the other way. So often with threes, they become a layup the other way. And a nice transition basket by the Bruins. Franklin getting out on that break. And then fouled hard. Vigil with the foul. Bell, Rosales, Lazo, and Sawyer to check in. And Austin Johnson will remain on the floor. No, actually, he's subbed out as well. TCal Rock basketball here on NorCal Sports TV. Bell kicks it out for the 3. And Salesian doing a good job of sharing the basketball. Courtney Anderson with that 3. And it's 16-15. And then we've got a foul on the rebound. But Franklin, with the quick shot attempt, nobody really touched the basketball, and then it's a foul on the rebound. The scoreboard has 16-14, but I thought that was a made 3 to make it 16-15. But loose ball, Jackson tips it out of bounds. Coach Mellis will call out a play. High post entry to Rosales. Lazo, Sawyer, top of the key. And misses. Doing the Bruins a favor shooting that 3 there, in my opinion. Especially when you're shooting 65% from the field. Bruins sharing the basketball. Scott misses. Bell will push. Sawyer travels. Sometimes you make the game more difficult than it needs to be. Share that ball, go down to the paint, get your points, work your magic. But there's something about that three-point arc just has changed the game, and not, in my opinion, not for the better. Get off my lawn. 22 on the shot clock. Jackson, guarded by Sawyer, gets a back screen. But Scott takes advantage. Nobody came to help because Jackson was getting double teamed. And the state champion of 2017 as a freshman, Jalen Scott, with the points in the paint. Bell from 15, back rim. Long rebound, ends up in the hands of the Bruins, but then Bell with the steal and bounce passes to nobody. Turnover, Salesian. Miles Savage checks in for Anderson. Contreras into the game. It was 14-12 at the end of one. And the first time these teams played, St. Pat's was ahead 36-29 at half. Scott into Jackson from 17 feet, back to Scott. Dribble drive, attacks, throws it to Alexander. Rebounds his own miss. Goes strong to the basket. Jaden Alexander, 18 a game, 8 rebounds. Just a junior. He's got springs in his step. Sawyer clears his own way and makes the layup. Pretty simple basketball. And officials aren't going to call that. Take advantage. Scott. Two missed dunks by Jackson, and that's a 4-point swing right there as Rosales, after the second missed dunk by Deshaun Jackson. And then we've got a reach in on Rosales. And then when the other team rebounds and pushes down and gets the layup, that's a 4-point swing right there. 20-18. Johnson into the game. Jackson misses the layup, but he gets fouled. He'll get a couple of free throws. There's something about this floor here. It's unforgiving. I know that it's hardwood, but there's some unforgiving concrete underneath there. It doesn't shake. You don't see the floor move. It moves the player that falls on it. Makes the first. I like the fact, okay, you missed the 2 dunks, but then he went back and attacked the basket. Not settling for the threes, going and attacking. Splits the free throws. And Deshaun was also part of that state winning team as a freshman. He was part of that team that was the last to beat Salesian. Right here in this gym, right here on NorCal Sports TV. We got a illegal screen. No wonder Lazo was wide open. Shane Bell called for the foul. Is it 30? 31. Correction, foul was on Brakeman. Alexander, high post, kicks it to Scott. He drives, goes right through the defense, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Credit St. Pat's just being attacking the basket here. Scott on the dribble drive. Nobody comes to help because they don't want to go off and leave Alexander or Jackson by themselves. And Scott will get a couple of free throws.
Can I have your attention, please, just for a quick second? There's a Honda license plate 5XFL148
Scott at the free throw line shooting 2. Largest lead of the game so far was 5 for the Bruins. Scott makes the first. Back to a 5-point lead. Brinkman guarded by Jackson. Bell against Alexander. High post to Brinkman. Little handoff to Lazo. Bell from the corner. No good. But Lazo gets the rebound away from Jackson and lays it up. And he's fouled. And Lazo just wanted the ball more here. Has good position and then attacks the basket. Fouled by Scott and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Johnson checks in for Savage. That's Austin. Austin Johnson checks in for Savage. 23-21. Scott kicks it over to Contreras. Misses Sawyer with the easy board. Johnson with the basketball. Guarded by Scott. No reason to foul there, but he does. And that'll be the 16th foul on the Bruins. Jalen Scott, 14 points a game, 4 assists. Played a lot of varsity basketball games. Next game for the Bruins, they'll host Deanne's on Friday. Salesian will host El Cerrito. That'll close up regular season play in the T-Cal Rock. Then the playoffs will begin. Sawyer down low, and he's fouled, and it goes. That's money in the bank when you're shooting 65% from the field. Goes to the basket. Nice athletic ability to get it under, get fouled, and ties it up, and a chance for Salesian to take their first lead of the game. And he gets the hometown roll on the road. 24-23 Salesian. Contreras gets the ball back and puts in an 8-footer. I don't think that's the way it was designed, but they'll take it. Sawyer. Good defense by Jackson. This kid can get up, and he does. Nobody stopped his path to the basket. Alexander goes attack mode. Coach Walker urging his team to step up and turn up the heat. Skip pass. Anderson misses. Brinkman with a tip, and then Jackson gobbles up the rebound, and the Bruins will push. Pretty simple basketball. Jackson with the hook. 5-point lead. 3 times the Bruins have led by 3. Lazo. Johnson gets a screen by Brinkman fadeaway is good. His second field goal. And it's 29-26. Once again, our partners, the Maher Law Group, a professional law corporation covering Contra Costa, Solano, and Napa County. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. The NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp. You'll learn more. We've got a video coming for you. NorCalSportsTV.com/camp. Straight Sports, official uniform provider of the 2020 All NorCal Games. Stand out from the rest. STR8sports.com. Straight Sports custom uniforms. And our All NorCal Games, our 4th annual, go to NorCalSportsTV.com/ANG2020 for everything All NorCal Games. You're watching the TCal Rock Basketball on NorCal Sports TV and Ed TV, presented by American Asphalt. American Asphalt has been serving California for over 35 years. American Asphalt takes great pride in making every job their best job. Their work will give you superior results on time and on budget, backed by an unmatched 3-year guarantee. If you need help with your shopping center, commercial property, homeowner association, or special project, American Asphalt is a company to partner with. Reach us at AmericanAsphalt.com. American Asphalt, taking care of business.
Do you need an aggressive and persuasive criminal defense attorney in Contra Costa, Solano, or Napa County? Contact Vincent R. Maher, attorney at law. You can benefit from the dedicated advocacy of an attorney who's one of the rare criminal trial lawyers in the state to be a specialist certified by the California State Bar. Contact him at 707-427-2800. 707-427-2800. Vincent R. Maher at the Maher Law Group, a professional corporation.
Alexander, we're underway here in Vallejo, and Alexander with the layup. In 2017, they were the CIF champions. Bill Mellis, the head coach, and we got an Pete for 32 minutes. Alexander gets one shot, second shot, and that second one with the left. High post to Johnson, who gets bigger by the moment. Lazo for 3, and he hits it. 6.5 points a game. Salesian 19-5. The Bruins 16-8. Salesian 8-0 in league. That's what you want in a double-double. Did not play in the first matchup against Salesian. It'll be a good matchup between him and Sawyer. Sawyer has a first. Wilsonberger served back hot by Jackson. Good pass inside because why? To Bell and assist. Nice drive, but on February 15th. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Back cut. Johnson rattles around. Johnson with a miss. And the Bruins will run, and Alexander can get up. Your support, you've been a 4th year of being our partner here on NorCal Sports TV. A senior. Bad pass. And there's what Coach Walker's talking about. But nice hustle. Johnson nearly loses it. Brinkman with another three, and he hits it. Brinkman with another three. Air ball. And it's a Bruin layup the other way. Basketball here on NorCal Sports TV. Bell kicks it out for the three. Jackson guarded by Sawyer, gets a back screen, but Scott takes advantage. Back to Scott. Dribble drive, attacks, throws it to Alexander. Rebounds his own miss. Goes strong to the basket. Yep. Sawyer clears his own way and makes the layup. Pretty simple. Two missed dunks by Jackson, and that's a 4-point swing. Here in this gym, right here on NorCal Sports TV. We got a illegal screen. Little handoff to Lazo. Bell from the corner. No good. But Lazo gets the rebound away from Jackson. Rock. Then the playoffs will begin. Sawyer down low. And he's fouled. And it goes. Contreras gets the ball back and puts in an 8-footer. Good defense by Jackson. This kid can get up. And he does. Pretty simple basketball.
An aggressive and persuasive criminal defense attorney in Contra Costa, Solano, or Napa County? Contact Vincent R. Maher, attorney at law. You can benefit from the dedicated advocacy of an attorney who's one of the rare criminal trial lawyers in the state to be a specialist certified by the California State Bar. Contact him at 707-427-2800. 707-427-2800. Vincent R. Maher at the Maher Law Group, a professional corporation.
American Asphalt has been serving California for over 35 years. American Asphalt takes great pride in making every job their best job. Their work will give you superior results on time and on budget, backed by an unmatched 3-year guarantee. If you need help with your shopping center, commercial property, homeowner association, or special project, American Asphalt is a company to partner with. Reach us at AmericanAsphalt.com. American Asphalt, taking care of business. So here at halftime from Vallejo, a couple of things. Deshaun Jackson's running the court. He's playing his heart out, but he's had 2 missed dunks. He has 9 points. Alexander has 10. Scott has 4 for the home team Bruins. For Salesian, Lazo has 6. Sawyer has 7. Brinkman has 5. And Bell has 4 points. St. Pat's led 14-12 at the end of 1. And now lead 29-26 just to just a reminder, the last time St. Pat's beat Salesian was almost 3 years ago, February 7th, 2017, and B.J. Stanley hit a desperation 3, and then the Bruins got the stop and got the win. And then 11 days later, over at Albany High School, we had the T-Cal Rock Championship, and the Bruins were ahead and control, but couldn't close out, and Salesian got the win. Salesian 37-5 advantage since 2005 in this matchup, but it's been a much more competitive last decade here for the Bruins, meaning the last decade. And we're just starting 2020. Bruins led in the first matchup, 36-29. They lead this one 29-26. But the Bruins have done a much better job of working Jackson, and then we've got, how is that not a goaltend? But it's not. Scott drives, and he's called, they call the player control foul. Well, you be the judge if this is goaltending. He might have hit his head on the ceiling, but the ball, I thought, was in its downward flight. No worries, we'll move on. Bell gets a illegal screen by Johnson. You can't, when you're one of the biggest guys on the court, and we've got some big players here tonight, you can't stick out the knee. It's going to get called every single time. And it's basically a turnover for Salesian. And that's what happens when you get screened for it. You don't run, we've said it a million times, shoulder to shoulder with the person who's screening for you. Sawyer gets his hand in the passing lane. Good defense by Salesian. Lazo with the basketball. Nice cut. Bell with a layup. Sawyer with the assist. Tariq Johnson with the 3. Oh, it's a 2. High post to Johnson. Lazo nets that one, and he's got 9. We're all tied at 31. We've had a couple of lead changes and 2 ties. Wild shot by Contreras, but he's fouled and get a couple of free throws. And Contreras will go to the free throw line. He had 15 against Salesian with 7-11 Slurpee time from the floor. Misses that. Brinkman will check in. Contreras splits the free throws. Lazo with the basketball. Contreras will pick him up. Bell down to Sawyer. Skip pass to Brinkman. Good offense by Salesian, and Brinkman's got 8. And Salesian with their second lead of the game, and then a turnover. And Coach Walker senses that, calls a timeout. You're watching the T-Cal Rock matchup on NorCal Sports TV and Ed TV, presented by American Asphalt.
An aggressive and persuasive criminal defense attorney in Contra Costa, Solano, or Napa County? Contact Vincent R. Maher, attorney at law. You can benefit from the dedicated advocacy of an attorney who's one of the rare criminal trial lawyers in the state to be a specialist certified by the California State Bar. Contact him at 707-427-2800. 707-427-2800. Vincent R. Maher at the Maher Law Group, a professional corporation.
American Asphalt has been serving California for over 35 years. American Asphalt takes great pride in making every job their best job. Their work will give you superior results on time and on budget, backed by an unmatched 3-year guarantee. If you need help with your shopping center, commercial property, homeowner association, or special project, American Asphalt is a company to partner with. Reach us at AmericanAsphalt.com. American Asphalt, taking care of business. So Coach Walker with the timeout. And I like that strategy because they got off to a horrible start the last time these teams played in the second half. Brinkman misses. Contreras can't possess the basketball, but his teammate Tariq Johnson right there to help out. Scott Alexander. Jackson 25 feet away from the basket, but Scott's wide open, and he hits the three. Scott has 7. Fourth lead change of the game. Sawyer with the left hand. Very good move around the basket. And it's money in the bank when the big fella gets close to the rim. Sawyer has 9. Jackson works his magic in the paint. He now has 11. Bell to Lazo. High post to Brinkman. Sawyer from downtown. And the Bruins send him a thank you card. And then we've got a foul on the rebound. I would need to study it a little closer, but I imagine Sawyer, when he's in the paint, is shooting over 70%. 7-0. Contreras, low block. That's pretty easy basketball, but Jackson misses the layup. He's anticipating that pass, but you got to take a little bit more time near the basket and finish. Gets a paint screen by Scott, then elevator screen. 16-footer, front rim, and Sawyer with the board. And Coach Mellis will call out play number 4, switches it to 5. I say call 32 in the low block. High post to Sawyer. No one's taking the ball from him. Johnson drives. Good defense by the Bruins. It'll be 10 on the shot clock. Courtney Anderson checks in. For Salesian, along with Noah Franklin, in for Contreras. Bell, Johnson, Sawyer, Brinkman, and Anderson. 5 on the shot clock. Johnson, desperation 3, hits the backboard. And Jackson with the board. 6 lead changes in this game. Scott over to Johnson. Jackson hands it off to Scott. 14 on the shot clock. Scott with confidence gets the hometown roll. He's probably shot that 15,000 times in this gym. And it's a 3-point lead. The largest lead of the game. They've had it 3 times tonight. Has been 5 points for the Bruins. Sawyer, high post to Bell. Scott with a steal. And front rim on that layup. But Jackson runs the court. And then we've got a foul. But we said one of the keys for Deshaun was run, run, run. And when you run the court, see the big fella? Good things happen right there. Didn't get the putback. And then Alexander with the offensive rebound. Alexander makes the first. He's got 11. Very explosive player, Alexander, but splits the free throws. 2 minutes here left in the third quarter. Sawyer, high post to Bell, and he goes right through the defense. Bell with 6. No, now he's got 8. And then we got a turnover and a flush. Bell with 2 straight field goals. He now has 10. And we've got another tie. Somebody was asking me earlier, how do we choose our games? Well, we like the competition. We've got great partners to support us. And we've just had history with these 2 schools having great games when we cover them. The Bruins will inbound. Franklin will inbound with 17 on the shot clock. Scott with the miss. Alexander with the offensive rebound. That doesn't go. The clock hasn't moved, the shot clock hasn't moved, and the officials finally see it. T-Cal Rock game on NorCal Sports TV and Ed TV presented by American Asphalt is brought to you by the Maher Law Group, a professional law corporation covering Contra Costa, Solano, and Napa County. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Bell was on fire, gets taken out of the game. Tied up at 40. Scott with the basketball. Jackson in the low block. Travels. I think one of the things when you're a big man is that you've got to possess the basketball first. Then make your move. It's like in football. Catch first, run second. Possess first, move second, especially when you're the biggest guy in the gym. Chance for Salesian to take the lead. Jackson with a block shot, but Sawyer with his own rebound. Then Franklin in the open court, and he's fouled by Brinkman. Probably a pretty good foul. That'll be Salesian's 5th team foul. He doesn't foul there. It might be attack the basket. Shot clock will reset. And Franklin will inbound. This game was 29-26 at half. And in the game, we've had 6 lead changes and 4 ties. a case of a player trying to do too much. And Jackson turns it over. You're not going to hide anything when you travel. You're that big. 40 all. Austin Johnson with the basketball. Coach Mellis wants the offense to balance out. Dante Sawyer with a dribbling exhibition, and Coach Mellis saves the day. We've got a quick timeout. You're watching NorCal Sports TV and Ed TV presented by American Asphalt.
An aggressive and persuasive criminal defense attorney in Contra Costa, Solano, or Napa County? Contact Vincent R. Maher, attorney at law. You can benefit from the dedicated advocacy of an attorney who's one of the rare criminal trial lawyers in the state to be a specialist certified by the California State Bar. Contact him at 707-427-2800. 707-427-2800. Vincent R. Maher at the Maher Law Group, a professional corporation.
Timeout. Salesian. Coach Mellis saves the possession. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson fadeaway, doesn't go. Rebounded by Franklin. And a chance for the Bruins to take the lead here before the end of the quarter. Franklin, fadeaway, doesn't go. And then the putback by Alexander is no good. And we're all tied at 40. You're watching the TCal Rock on NorCal Sports TV and Ed TV, presented by American Asphalt and the Maher Law Group. American Asphalt has been serving California for over 35 years. American Asphalt takes great pride in making every job their best job. Their work will give you superior results on time and on budget, backed by an unmatched 3-year guarantee. If you need help with your shopping center, commercial property, homeowner association, or special project, American Asphalt is a company to partner with. Reach us at AmericanAsphalt.com. American Asphalt, taking care of business. So we're all tied at 40. Salesian outscored St. Pat's 14-11. Austin Johnson with the basketball. Lazo gets the ball back to Marsha Johnson back into the game. Little pick and roll action, but they kick it over to Anderson, and he's long with that three, and Scott with the rebound. Franklin. Wild scramble. Contreras over to Scott. Long rebound goes to Contreras. Jackson to Alexander. Alexander's got 13. And the Bruins back in the lead. Salesians won the last 7 matchups between these teams, and Franklin with a careless foul. And it's the second team foul for the Bruins. Anderson over to Lazo. And our 7th lead change of the game. Lazo with his second three of the second half. He now has 12. Alexander, back rim. Contreras with the offensive rebound. The putback doesn't go, and Lazo with the rebound. Alexander with the basketball. Austin Johnson, the sophomore, gets it to Dante Sawyer. 10 on the shot clock. Johnson's fouled by Scott on the floor. 13 foul for the Bruins. Shane Bell checks in for Dante Sawyer. And Izzy Fafita into the game for Franklin. Lazo attacks Jackson, and then his shot misses. Johnson with the offensive rebound, and he'll get a couple of free throws. And Jackson's called for the foul. Coach Mellis getting a little excited down here. Don't see him. You can see him at the corner of the screen. Usually don't see him that animated towards the officials. And Salesian's back in front. Alexander, tough to stop him once he gets into the paint. We're all tied up at Willie Mays, Henry Aaron, 40, or Willie McCovey, Henry Aaron, 44 all. Post to Anderson. Bell kicks it over to Lazo as Jackson's lurking in the paint, looking for somebody to drive. Lazo. Actually, Johnson was fouled on the floor by Contreras. He landed a little funny. Tough kid, he'll get after it. 15 foul on the Bruins. Both teams each have 5 team fouls. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us here on NorCal Sports TV and Ed TV. Low block to Johnson, and then he throws it into the first row. You're down in the low block. Just go to the basket. Pretty please. But throws it to the first row, and it's a turnover for Salesian. Lazo, Brinkman, Anderson, Bell, and Johnson for Salesian. And then a turnover. Bell, strong catch to the rim. He goes and gets the basketball. No one's going to take it away from Shane Bell. That's 8.5 for Bell. He's got 12. Scott, dribble exhibition. And we got a Showtime flush. And Scott's on the floor. I got Bell for 10 in the second half. Johnson will take a seat as John Sawyer checks in, and Scott will take a seat. Big possession here. This is the largest lead of the game for Salesian, just 4 points. And you go back and you look at this game, Deshaun Jackson missed 2 dunks right at the basket. Wasn't contested at all. Scared when he dribbles like this. Contreras has the ball stolen but gets it back. But Jackson gets onto the floor. And then Alexander goes to the rim. He's a determined young man. Got the loose ball and went attack mode. He's got 5 in the second half. He's got 15 for the game. Lazo. He's got 2 threes in the second half. High post to Sawyer. Brakeman long on that 3. Loose ball. And possession will stay. No, the possession will go to the Bruins. Was tied at 40 at the end of 3. Was 29-26 at half. And the Bruins led 14-12 at the end of 1. It's been that kind of game. Austin Johnson checks in. And DeMarshe Johnson back into the game. And then we've got a timeout on the floor. So just a reminder, if you're just joining us, the last time that Salesian lost to St. Patrick St. Vincent, it was February 7th, 2017. And B.J. Stanley hits the 3.
St. Vincent.
The Bruins get the stop.
And here's the replay.
And then get the win. And then 11 days later, they had the game against Salesian, couldn't finish. And they lost the T-Cal Rock Championship. And we'll have the T-Cal Rock Championships on Saturday, February 15th. Girls game at 5, the boys game at 7. That'll be over at De Anza High School. Salesian has won the last 7 matchup between these schools, 11 out of the last 12, and since 2005 have won 37 out of 42. How do you find out about our upcoming games? Follow us on social media at NorCal Sports TV, or where you might be watching this game if you're not watching on EdTV, at youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. And there's our quick promo. That game will be on NorCal Sports TV and EdTV. The Bruins will inbound. Contreras with the basketball. And Austin Johnson will pick him up at half court. Alexander, guarded by Brakeman. He can get to the basket in a hurry. And he misses, and Sawyer with a rebound. Johnson will walk it up. Bell gets the screen. Sawyer from downtown. Doesn't go, but Johnson's called for the foul on the rebound. And the second thank you card is being sent to Salesian College Preparatory for Sawyer shooting that 3. And Johnson called for the foul, his 4th. And another opportunity for the Bruins to tie the game. With a 3, they could take the lead. Unofficially, they've got 8 lead changes in this game. Jackson to Alexander to Contreras. Down low to the big fella. Kicks it out to Contreras. Got to have better spacing than this. 15 on the shot clock. Scott for 3. Back rim. Brinkman with the board. But then Contreras with the steal And then he's fouled by Brinkman, and that'll be the 17th foul on Salesian. And Contreras can't measure his heart, but you see his play, and he plays with so much passion and energy. No reason for him to be allowed to get that offensive rebound, but he did, and he's got a chance one-on-one, and he bricks that one. Johnson guarded by Franklin. 16 fouls on the Bruins. Lazo for three. That doesn't go. And when you win in this 3 straight field goals and Bell getting to the basket and Sawyer getting to the basket, and then Salesian settle in for threes in their last couple of possessions. Less than 2 minutes. Scott drives, kicks it to Franklin. He's guarded by Brinkman. Misses, but Alexander with the offensive rebound in the sea of red, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bruins. Limit second chance opportunities, and last couple of possessions for the Bruins, they've failed that. They've broke that key of Salesian of getting second chances. Then we've got a timeout, Coach Walker. So we're going to, our partners, television partners at the Contra Costa County Office of Education, Ed TV, we appreciate their support, always hanging with us. And we will continue. We've got our next broadcast on Ed TV will be Thursday, February 13th, as Monta Vista hosts San Ramon in the Battle of Danville. Then we'll have the T-Cal Rock Championships from De Anza High School on February 15th. Girls game at 5, boys game at 7. Coach Walker with the timeout. We like to see how teams react after the timeout. Contreras will inbound. Scott was wide open in the basket, but the pass got away from him. Jackson's fouled by Sawyer. And then 18 fouls, so still be 1-1, not double bonus. Jackson has 11 on the game. Second opportunity for the Bruins to tie it. But they've missed the front end of 2 1-and-1s. In the first game, they only shot 8 free throws. They made 6. They've had plenty of chances. Bell. I've got him, I could be wrong, I've got him for 12 in the second half. And continually, Bell with the answer. And it's a 4-point lead for Salesian. So you see what their bread and butter is. You don't have to make this a complicated game. Shane Bell to the basket has been the answer tonight. I've got him for 16 points. And all of those are within 15 feet. The young man shooting 55% from the field. 6'4" senior, but he plays much bigger than that. So the Bruins will inbound. And Salesian will D up. Contreras with the basketball. We love overtime. I'm sorry. Scott 20 on the shot clock. And goes right to the basket, lays it up. 2-point game. Now the Bruins they've only committed 5 team fouls. Sawyer in the low block, kicks it out to Lazo. Down low to Bell, misses, but Sawyer with a putback. Bruins gotta go. Scott goes right to Sawyer and lays it up. And we've got a timeout. What has been solving each team's problems tonight is when they go to the basket. Here's another example. And attack a big man. Don't fear and go away from him. Jalen Scott. Got him for 9. But a couple of things you look back on. The Bruins were down 2 a couple of times and missed the two front ends of the 1-and-1 at home. And then Jackson, who's been playing a very spirited game, has missed 2 dunks. Even my Chico State math says if you make both of those dunks, they might have the lead here. And as we mentioned, the Bruins have only committed 5 team fouls. So they're going to go for the steal. They don't get the steal, they've got a foul right away. And then pick out who you want to foul. Could we see a 9 route here? Franklin's going to cover the deep route, and so is Alexander. So they're going to go for the steal. They don't get it. They're going to foul, then they got to foul again. Brinkman will run the baseline, inbound to Sawyer. Back to Brinkman, way too much time coming off the clock. Lazo does the wise decision and just kills clock, and then he's fouled. I like the fact that Lazo came down and dribbled and worked some clock and took the foul. So he wants, Coach Walker's urging his team to have a quick foul because that's their 16th foul. The next foul they'll be 1-on-1, and Sawyer's fouled right away by Franklin. And Sawyer will go to the free throw line. And then Jackson will check in. The fouls have gone backwards. It was 5, now it's down. Sawyer at the free throw line. One and one. And the big fella nets the first. Anderson checks in for Austin Johnson. Sawyer misses. Jackson with a rebound. And we've got a timeout, Coach Walker. Well, Sawyer made the front end to make it a 3-point game. The ball will be inbound at half court. Now you can go for the quick two and foul. Call the timeout and then foul. Or you run a play and get a three opportunity. Scott's their best three-point shooter. .53-50. But Shane Bell in the second half with 6 field goals, all in the paint. Has energized this Salesian ball club, going for their 20th win of the season. And a win tonight will clinch the regular season championship and the number 1 seed in the TCal Rock playoffs. Now DeMarshe Johnson has checked into the game. Contreras with the basketball. Step back three. Good defense. Then it's expired. And Salesian gets the win. 53-50 in a game that we had about, I believe, around 8 lead changes. Here's the last possession. But Lazo with the good defense to get his hands up, not foul. And the Pride with the victory. You're watching the TCal Rock on NorCal SportsTV and EdTV, presented by American Asphalt and the Maher Law Group.
An aggressive and persuasive criminal defense attorney in Contra Costa, Solano, or Napa County? Contact Vincent R. Maher, attorney at law. You can benefit from the dedicated advocacy of an attorney who's one of the rare criminal trial lawyers in the state to be a specialist certified by the California State Bar. Contact him at 707-427-2800. 707-427-2800. Vincent R. Maher at the Maher Law Group, a professional corporation.
Do your whole magic thing. American Asphalt has been serving California for over 35 years. American Asphalt takes great pride in making every job their best job. Their work will give you superior results on time and on budget, backed by an unmatched 3-year guarantee. If you need help with your shopping center, commercial property, homeowner association, or special project, American Asphalt is a company to partner with. Reach us at AmericanAsphalt.com. American Asphalt, taking care of business.
An aggressive and persuasive criminal defense attorney in Contra Costa, Solano, or Napa County? Contact Vincent R. Maher, attorney at law. You can benefit from the dedicated advocacy of an attorney who's one of the rare criminal trial lawyers in the state to be a specialist certified by the California State Bar. Contact him at 707-427-2800. 707-427-2800. Vincent R. Maher at the Maher Law Group, a professional corporation.
American Asphalt has been serving California for over 35 years. American Asphalt takes great pride in making every job their best job. Their work will give you superior results on time and on budget, backed by an unmatched 3-year guarantee. If you need help with your shopping center, commercial property, homeowner association, or special project, American Asphalt is a company to partner with. Reach us at AmericanAsphalt.com. American Asphalt, taking care of business. So a game that was back and forth, but Salesian with their 8th straight win over St. Patrick, St. Vincent. First scoring for Salesian, Shane Bell with 16 points, 12 of those in the second half. Sawyer with 12, Lazo with 12, but a block shot on the 3-point attempt by Contreras was the play of the game for Salesian. For the Bruins, Scott with 13, Alexander with 17, Deshaun Jackson with 11, but only had 2 in the second half. Mixed in with 2 front-end missed free throws with less than 2 minutes left in the game, and the victory for Salesian. From St. Patrick, St. Vincent High School, where Salesian beat St. Patrick's 53-50 to win this TCal Rock matchup and move the record to 20-5 and 9-0 in league. You've been watching NorCal Sports TV. Thanks to our crew, Ryan Castaneda, David Martinez, our director, Luis Rangel. I'm Chris Babcock here in Vallejo. Good night, and thanks for being on the show. I want to interview Shane Bell.